I am choke up. I got some. Appreciate it. Thank you. Is it? Are Let's see. Got problems still? Got things going on? Sorry about that, guys. All right. as long as everybody can hear. All right. I don't know why the mic is trying to do that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Pump this sound just a little up. Something strange going on, and I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen anymore. I'm tired of that. No. Yeah, it's trying to sabotage me. What's going on, fam? What's going on? Good to see everybody. Vach has got his mock draft going on over there in the in Vach Lombardi's channel. Falcon first mock draft. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Got a lot of changes going on. Got a big announcement for you guys. Thank you to all of the Patreon for all of your support. Thank you for in Super Chat. Thank you for following the channel. We're almost 2,000 subs. Been on this road for a little while now, and I appreciate constant rounder support. I was just over there in Vach Lombardi's channel. I got the pick Lombardi. I drafted, drum roll please, Harrison Phillips, tackle Stanford, and everybody got all uppity. Everybody got all uppity. Not Taven Bryan. You'll understand. Understand later. You'll get it. You'll get it when I tell you about this offseason. I made this whole, I worked all day doing this for y'all. You better. I made this whole mock draft Full mock draft with cap numbers and everything. Prepare to hear. We're just going to go straight into it. Number one, get this major announcement out of the way. My wife is expecting. That makes me Mr. Lieutenant Dan. Graduated from young boy school, and I am now officially about to enter the next stage of my life. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be going away. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be changing how I do things on this channel. That just means part of my life, new stage of my life is going to be kind of changing me for the better and giving me a new look on life. Now, I don't know. We're a girl. I don't know. We're still a slight tad bit early. Now. But go ahead and let this kind of fly at the moment. So thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you all for congratulations, all of that. But let's just concentrate on the football for now. But that is the big announcement that we have going on. Wife and I acting. And you know, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. That's gonna be a step in my life. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it. On to the NFL draft. Now, Falcons got a lot of issues. I know that plenty of y'all banging the table for Isaiah Wynn, Vita Vea, Brian. I have gotten so many asking me to do a Taven Bryan video. Hold off on asking me about Taven Bryan until the Falcons talk to him, because I don't want to make an inaccurate video. I just don't want to make an inaccurate video. I haven't heard anything yet about Falcons looking at him, checking him out. Just trying to hold back. But I have heard Falcon scouts chatting up Phillips. I've heard Falcons scouts chatting up the Isaiah. Okay, so I know that there are guys out here that you're not gonna want get picked. They're gonna get picked. Nobody expected Keanu Neal, okay? Nobody was 100% right on Takk McKinley except me. But I'm just saying, if you want true workings from the Atlanta Falcons, you have to trust them. You have to trust what they're doing. Put your faith in them. They're gonna bring a good return. You know that. I know that. Look at our defense now. Look at our offense. The only thing wrong with it's play calling right now and just execute. Nobody knew the Neal pick was coming, and really not a lot of people put down Takk McKinley as a maybe me. Just I'm not gonna praise myself. I am just gonna say that I am never ever on this channel gonna say that this guy is not a first round pick like Vach Lombardi. That guy ain't a first round pick. And let's just get into this draft. So Atlanta Falcons, what did they do to change the identity? Well, you know what? Atlanta Falcons always take care of their guys first, right? We know the Falcons well enough that they take care of themselves first. That's exactly what's going to happen. Atlanta Falcons are going to address the Matt Ryan situation, things that involve Matt Ryan, and they're going to take care of their own guys first, the guys that work the best for their team. Sarf, man, this is an adjusted round fit. So here we go. First move that I think the Atlanta Falcons will do will put a second round tender on Ricardo Allen, and he will sign that tender, and that is $2 million on the book. Okay. All right. I know Brazilian X Skills beating the door on the Taven Bryan, but now listen to this offseason. Tell me that this ain't something juicy. The Atlanta Falcons don't have a lot of cap space. So the Atlanta Falcons will talk about Matt Ryan first. Let's go ahead and get this Matt Ryan thing out. Matt Ryan will get an extension. And the way I have it working out is Matt Ryan will be anywhere from $0.5, $19 million a year. 5-year deal. Grabbing his, but at the same time taking a cut for the team, and only $12 million on this year's cap. They will backload this sucker like Thomas Dimitroff will. Thomas Dimitroff will backload that contract. You know it. You know it's coming. Matt Ryan will get got more money in the future than we have now. Backload a contract on Matt Ryan, and I just have Matt Ryan extended. Okay. I did work out the cap, though. I worked the cap, so I made sure that these. Okay. Aiden Carter said I have to back. Kenneth Salisbury scares us in the coming season. I will answer both of those questions. So I have Ricardo Allen getting extended on a $2 million second round tender, and I have Matt Ryan getting an extension. Here's the next thing that y'all didn't think. I'm cutting Andy Levitri. Oh no, you can't do that. Yes, I did. I cut Andy Levitri, $7 million. I cut Brooks Reed. I didn't take Poe back. I didn't take Claiborne back. Listen to me. Don't overreact in the chat. Listen to me. Listen. I never do you guys wrong. Never do you guys wrong. Just listen. Out of the guys, James Goodman, just here to thank Daniel for helping out yesterday. Hey, man, no problem. Anytime you need to talk to, I'm here, man. I'm here for you. Andy Levitri, Brooks Reed, Adrian Claiborne, Dontari Poe. Not signing any of those guys. Gone. Bye. Get out. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Shelby stays. Crawford stays. Yes, I know. Guys will be. Levitri, we didn't have a right guard. Now we don't have a left guard. What are you doing? Relax. Let me go. I have y'all going first round with Hurst, second round James Daniels, and third round Kevin Tolliver. Not a bad draft. So Brazilian X Skills is going, is this what we talked about? Just watch, just listen. It's going to be great. So Allen's on that second round tender. KZ will take over for him in 2019. That's what I'm expecting. And I have Ishmael and Reynolds getting both signed on $1 million deals, really just being brought back for depth. Really just being brought back for depth. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And y'all will go, but we don't have any corners. Where's the corners? Chill, relax. It's all good. I have Grady Jarrett on a new contract. 6 years, $72 million. Okay? $4 million 2018 cap hit. Current 2018 cap hit in real life is just under $2 million. I don't think Grady Jarrett will kill us. Extending Grady Jarrett helps the Atlanta Falcons shore up the best defensive tackle they own and drafted. Okay? So that makes sense. Everyone in here, it makes sense so far. Extend Matt Ryan, extend Grady Jarrett, grab Allen. Ricardo Allen. None of the moves that I've made are bad. All the moves that have been good. Ishmael and Reynolds re-signed on 1-year deals. Courtney Upshaw, Rubin, both also back on 1 year. Nothing wrong with those moves. Sign Ryan Fitzpatrick to a 1-year, $1 million or a little bit less deal. Okay, he will be the backup at Ryan. Maybe even a little more than that, but not by much. There's also a QB on our roster, Garrett Grayson. Matt Schaub, by the way, got cut. He's gone. Bye. Bye. Get out. Get out. Matt Schaub. Cost too much money. Ridiculousness. In this discussion point, I actually got the Falcons up to close to $35 to $34 million in cap space. And you guys definitely gonna freak out about that. But I guarantee you the extension on Matt Ryan, backloading it. And grabbing a couple of these guys and extending them opens so much cap room up here. Allows us to make a couple of moves. I promise you, I'm not trying to make you. Jake Matthews gets an extension. Jake Matthews extension. Let me tell you something. With his cap number being $12 million, I thought, you know what? Let's put him at 8.5. He was one of the highest paid left tackles in the nation. Highest left tackles in the nation. And would solidify one part of the line that we cannot afford to start a rookie. Left tackle. Not enough left tackles in the league. And you can't just go out and go find. One moment, guys. Hello. Yep. Everybody in the chat, say hi to my wife. Yeah. They're all saying hi. Okay, I'll see you when you get here. Well, that happened. That was hilarious. Funny. That was hilarious. Re-signing Matt Bryant to a new 2-year contract. Not going to be too bad. Won't really kill us. And here are some of the free agents that I have the Falcons. Especially after locking up most of the other things. Okay. I got ASJ, Austin Stefarian Jenkins, signed by the Atlanta Falcons. I got Justin Pugh, also getting signed by the Atlanta Falcons. Austin Stefarian Jenkins, by the way, 2 years, $7 million. Value seems extremely low, which is obviously ridiculous. Superb receiving talent. Got his act together. Only about a $3 million cap hit. I don't think that's a bad. 4 years, $24 million for Justin Pugh. Been worked as an outside guy and bring him in on the inside. And that way we can shore up either right guard. Now, there's nothing wrong with ASJ, by the way. ASJ allows Hooper and himself to run in this two tight end system that they were slowly implementing. Serious air quotes. So ASJ and Hooper will go out there and give us more receiving touchdowns at the tight end position, help us block a little bit better. Lolo getting kicked off the team, by the way, and allowing Eric Salbert and Alex Gray to get their shot at it. Especially when Alex Gray could be the next fullback. That's huge. So now you have your safety blanket. Jarvis Williams is. So here is your team without telling you the draft picks. Okay? Listen very carefully when they say these names. Here we go. We're going to go through this roster real quick. Keanu O'Neal, Quincy Munger, KZ, Ricardo Allen, Arcelius Branch are your safeties. Corners, Trufant Alford Poole, You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Linebackers. Mel Ishmael, Deion Jones, Duke Riley, Devondre Campbell, Leroy Reynolds, and Julian Stanford. Julian Stanford, 3 years, $3 million, 27-year-old freak athlete linebackers, had 4.5 speed. Quinn really likes his linebackers to have that kind of speed. Only 800,000 total hit. Just going to be a a backup body, just in case somebody gets hurt. Special teamer, guy can come in, and we had a wasted roster spot with Spoon there. Spoon was just on the team. He was just hanging around. Let's get a real body in there. Actually go. Defensive tackles. Defensive ends. Takk. Beasley. Extended. That's right. I had enough money after the cuts I made, after finagling, after all the dead money that was out there. I had Vic Beasley money. So I went ahead and extended him because he doesn't have a contract next year. I extended Vic Beasley. So I have Takk, Beasley, Michael Bennett. Watch for him to be a cap casualty this offseason. The hit is too high. I have Michael Bennett on 3 years, $14 million. An option for 4th year. Cap hit in 2018, about $4 million. Then it will escalate much higher than that. There's some workout bonus, whatnot, within that contract. Continuing with defensive ends, Infidi, Shelby, Terrius Jones. That's your defensive ends. Defensive tackles. Jack Crawford. Grady Jarrett on his new contract. 6 years, $72 million. Courtney Upshaw, brought back. Thea Rubin, brought back. Joe Ivy. And Tanny Potu. Oh, can't say his name. TT. Double T. And that is your defensive tackles until we draft. Got the draft too. Don't worry. QBs. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Matt Ryan, and Garrett Grayson. Those are your QBs, and will probably only carry 2. Running backs. Freeman. Coleman on an extended contract. That's right. I had enough money that I could extend Kevin Coleman on a deal that was just under Devontae Freeman. It's actually a year where he'll be making more than Freeman. Yes, I did just say Ryan Fitzpatrick. You ain't getting a starter as a backup, okay? Get backups for backup jobs, right? That's just how that's going to go. So, Freeman, Coleman, Terrence McGee. That does it for the running backs until we get to the draft. Right. I have a running back that I'm drafting. Wide receivers. Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Justin Hardy, Devin Fuller, Marvin Hall, Reggie Davis, Dante Burton. And guy that I was going after. 5 years, $36.5 million, $8 million cap hit in 2018 because the man just wants security. He just wants security. He wants somebody to want him. Bill's probably going to court him. Brown's probably going to court him. All kinds of teams are going to try to court this man in the offseason because they're going to think that he wants to take a $1 million prove-it deal. He's proven enough to me that he can do better than what Gabriel can do. He can do exactly what Gabriel is doing. And keep this team veteran. He's young, he's physical, he's fast, he's deceptively strong. Sammy Watkins on 5 years, $36.5 million, $8 million cap hit. Mark it, book it. Talk to Julio Jones after the Rams game. There is a reason he did this. He went straight to Julio Jones and they talked. They were just sitting in the middle field talking. That right there tells me that Julio Jones is doing some inside work. Watch for that name in the offseason. Watch for that name in the offseason. Tight ends, Hooper, ASJ, Salbert, and Alex Gray. Again, I will repeat one more time. Hooper, ASJ, Salbert, Alex Gray. That's your tight ends. Don't worry about all of those expensive big names. That group right there will get us through 2018 and maybe even 2019. Offensive line. Jake Matthews, extended. Justin Pugh, probably going to be playing, might be right guard. Might be right guard. Ben Garland, brought back on a 1-year deal. Solid guy. Solid guy. Can't complain. Cornelius Edson, Jamil Douglas, Alex Mack, Ryan Schrader, Sean Harlow, Daniel Burskill. Then I will get to the draft in just a second about Matt Bryant, money. Give me those money signs in the chat. Money signs. Matt Bryant on a new 2-year contract. We will go find somebody later. Kickers never age. They don't die. Kickers don't die. Kickers are legends. That's why we bring that man back. Unless your boy Destroyin' wants to join Atlanta. I'm just saying. Check his channel out. He's a cool dude. He lives here in Orlando. I want to meet this man. Apparently my wife sold him a car. So, man, you know what? I'd be cool with Destroyin'. If he wanted to take the kicker mantle, I'd be like, "Oh, it's Destroyin'." I'd be down with that. I'd be down with it. Matt Bryant, Matt Bosher, Josh Harris. That trio never ends. Never ends. It will never go away. We will never have to get another kicker, punter, or long snapper ever. They'll be 90 years old. They'll be 90 years old and they'll still be playing for us. And still kicking 70-yard field goals. All right. So off to the draft. 2 scenarios from the number 1. 2 of the guys that we've been checking out. Now, the first way we can do this is the one where I do with the trade. The other one I can do is just no trade at pick 26. Okay? Trade involves the 13th pick and swap of our pick at 26 plus a future 2nd and 4th because that's a long way to go. Nicholas Dunlap, what's going on? Good to see you. But our first pick, swapping with their first pick, and our future 2nd and 4th round pick. I know that sounds like a lot. You don't want to hear that, but hear me not. Hear me now for what I'm about to say. We trade those 3 for 1 pick, grab Vita Vea at 13 from Washington. We'll probably be looking to get out of that pick. They will probably be looking. Denver is talking right now to Washington about getting out of that 5 pick or 6 pick and move down to 13. And that could be the trade area for Atlanta or to Seattle and get Vita. All right, stop. Now, let's go with the more realistic option because hell if we're going to do another Julio Jones trade. I don't think it's going to happen. But here's the real. Harrison Phillips, defensive tackle, Stanford, at pick 26. Or David Bryan, defensive tackle from Florida, pick 26. Why did I put 2 guys at the no trade back spot? Why did I put 2 guys at the no trade back spot? Because I have this feeling that one of those 2 guys is going to be there. And we talked to Harrison Phillips, and he may be the guy. The run stuffer we need, the guy reason why we brought Dontari Poe wasn't because we wanted him to rush the passer. It was because we wanted him to stop people from double teaming Grady Jarrett. That's just facts. That's the facts. We wanted people to stop double teaming Grady Jarrett because we want him to be an athletic freak and just take on centers by himself. We want Grady Jarrett to be a pass rushing one tech. And we want this other dude to be an offset nose tackle who can play three tech. Your boy, Harrison Phillips, and to a different degree, Taven Bryan, are both based fits for three tech run stuffer. You got to think sometimes with the weird Rubik's Cube that is the Atlanta Falcons. Their positions are always different than what you think. Our three tech doesn't really rush the passer. It's usually a run stuffer. That's where they had Poe most of the year. Montari Poe was the run stuffer at three. He was taking tackle and the guard and holding them and using Grady Jarrett to shoot one of the middle gaps and attack. So I don't have a problem with either one of these guys. I actually prefer Phillips because he's much sneakier, has better stats, bigger, and he's the run stuffer we would be looking for. He knows how to pass rush. He needs more sheen and shine. He needs more NFL quality work. He needs more training at the NFL level. Taven Bryan is already a pass rusher. He needs to work on his ground game. And I would much rather work on someone who pass rush a little bit more, a.k.a. having to work with Takk McKinley easily. What we did with Grady Jarrett over these last couple of years, make him into a beast that he is. They already knew how to play the ground game, at least Grady Jarrett. Takk McKinley at least knew how to set an edge. Teaching people pass rush is not a problem. So that would be my picks at 26. 26 would be either Harrison Phillips or Taven Bryan, whoever is there, because that fits us the best. And at 13, in this massive trade, it's only Vita Vea. There's no way otherwise that we would be picking anyone else at 13. There's not even a peak of a chance. So do I think that, Brandon Williams is asking, do we think that the Falcons will go get Vita Vea? They have him as their number one defensive tackle, and they said that he will go top 10. I believe the Falcons scouts. Now, they might be throwing a smoke screen so they can scare off some other teams that are in the same range that might be able to offer more. And he can go out and go grab Vita Vea. There may be that smoke screen, but I wouldn't look too far to that. Especially when my Harrison Phillips and Taven Bryan tape will be coming out shortly. I will get you excited for both of those. Men, not boys, by the way. Men. Round 2, I finally bit the bullet. We're taking a guard. I cannot believe this. And I understand that people are going to, he can't fall that far. He's not going to get there. People don't understand that he had a great Senior Bowl. That's great. He looked fine during the regular season. That's fine. Technically, he's one of the best guards in this draft if you're talking about secondary guards that can get picked. But he's not a dominant run guy. He's more of a pass protect guy. I don't have any problem with this. And he can be taught later. I have Isaiah Wynn going at pick 26 in the round 2. And anybody that wants to fight me on it, go watch his tape and see how technically gifted he is. But he ain't no monster, man. He's not going to be a great wall, okay? He needs work. He will not be a tackle in the NFL. He will be a guard. He will get pushed inside. That he can work better at that position. We've talked about how Dan Quinn always tries to find the best spot for his players. They will push Isaiah Wynn inside. They will push him inside. That is the man. That is the man right there. That's the man who's going to be taking left guard. You're going to have Matthews. You're going to have Wynn. You're going to have Mack. You're going to have Pugh. And you're going to have Schrader. Those are your Those are your 5 right there. And then you're going to have a bunch of guys in the back fighting for those positions to back them up, potentially for the future, take a spot. Round 3. Okay, so you guys said, oh, we don't have any corners. We only have Poole and Trufant and Alfred. There's nobody else. A lot of all these guys that are suckers. They're not very good. Good. I got one guy for you, and he used to play with DeMonte Casey. Cameron Kelly, round 3, pick 26, cornerback out of San Diego State. Watch this man, 220 pounds, 6'1". He's an INT ball hawk, and he's a bad boy. That's a bad boy right there. And that right there is your nickel corner. He will push Brian Poole. He will push Brian Poole out of that spot. I guarantee it. I guarantee he will push that man out of that spot. He may even push Robert Alford. Maybe, okay, this is going too far. But he may even push Robert Alford into the slot because he's a quicker corner, Alford is, and go and play number 2 if he's that good. I love Cameron Kelly. I love Cameron Kelly. He eats, man. He eats. If you don't like this draft, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Leave a dislike on the video. But if you like this, leave a like on the video. Poole is a great corner. He's good for us. But we need to take that next step. We need to take the next step. Okay? Cameron Kelly in round 3. Round 4. We didn't get a replacement. We didn't get a replacement for Adrian Claiborne or Brooks Reed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Well, I mean, I did go out in free agency and get a hometown discount, Michael Bennett. But he's old. We need people that are going to be young. They're for the future, man. For the future. Dirty Birds. Squaw! Okay, all right, fine. I'll go grab this guy. A guy that I think that he can straight to the moon, man. Straight to the moon. He's going to be the steal. Josh Sweat. Defensive end, out of Florida State. Long arms. Going to get a heckload of sacks. Going to get a heckload of tackles for loss because of those long arms. Going to eventually probably take over that Adrian Claiborne spot. Going to come in as a pass rusher. People are not going to like, I didn't like that pick. You can't get winners in every single round, and there will be guys that will fall. And with a group like I'm putting together right now, it is cap effective and gives us playmakers at every position. Yes, losing a guy like Adrian Claiborne is going to hurt. Talent level just not be there. Won't be there. But a guy with this much talent falling into the 4th round is going to happen. And Jarvis is correct. There's going to be gems all over. Don't worry too much about how the Falcons are going to draft. They're going to draft good. With Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitroff as the Wonder Twins, activating special powers, they get their guys, man. They get their guys. Paul Lanky, going to get a lot of sacks in the NFL because of his length. And Nicholas, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Dorrance Armstrong is a good player, a definitely comparison to what Adrian Claiborne brings to the table. If you want to continue to do what the Falcons are looking for, you're going to draft guys like Sweat. You're going to draft guys like Cameron Kelly. You're going to draft guys like Harrison Phillips. Sneaky fast, strong, fast, physical, big, quick. So we don't have a 5th round pick, so off to the 6th round, and I got ourselves a fullback. Go check this kid out. Not a lot of tape on him blocking, but from what I've heard, he needs to work on it a little bit. He's probably going to have Alex Gray as somebody who's going to challenge him for that spot. Would not be surprised. Ryan Nall, fullback / running back out of Oregon State. Man can catch, man can run, man can block. And I haven't seen him in lead blocker situations, but times that I've seen him block for his quarterback, he doesn't just throw his shoulder aimlessly. He doesn't just fall on the ground and flail around and nope, he goes with purpose. He stands people up and he smashes them. Leaves no trace of them, obliterates them. They turn into a burnt spot on the field when he hits you. Right there. That guy right there is a Patrick DeMarco guy. Much taller than Patrick DeMarco. But holy smokes, can he do the job? Go watch Ryan Nall. Ryanall. Ryan Nall. Go watch him. And you will go, wow, a receiving threat didn't have with Coleman. A running threat on short yardage. A guy who can line up in the slot if you want and still be a wide receiver / tight end type of guy. And can play that H-back, fullback position where he just smothers dudes with his tackling ability, with his blocking ability. He is fun to watch. He can break it on a 70-yard touchdown, and he can catch 80-yard bombs. The man is fun to watch. Why not use a 6th-round pick on a guy that everybody's going to overlook? They're going to go, he's like one of those hybrid tight end, fullback, running backs. He's going to need work in the NFL. No, I know exactly where to put him. Right in front of Tevin Coleman. Then have Coleman go left and Ryan Nall go right. And you can't cover everybody, can you? 7th-round pick. Usually 7th-round pick don't make a lot of impact on the team. But at 6'1", 215, needs to put a little bit of NFL weight and muscle on him. NFL training. Michael Joseph, corner, out of Dubuque. That's right, Dubuque. I don't even know where that is. I watched games on Michael Joseph, and this kid impressed me. He's better than Brian Poole. Wow. That's actually saying a lot. As an undrafted corner out of the University of Florida, Brian Poole has come up in clutch moments, tackling in space, great coverage ability. Needs to work a little bit more. That's why he was undrafted. Michael Joseph will get drafted because he will be that kind of guy. He will be someone who will work towards playing time. He will be a special team. And eventually, I could see Michael Joseph possibly making you move to safety. Really like taking guys that are safety because of ranginess. That's your draft right there. With the trade, Vita Vea. Without the trade, Harrison Phillips or Taven Bryan. Rounds 2 through 7, Isaiah Wynn, Cameron Kelly, Josh Sweet, Ryan Nall, Michael Joseph out of Dubuque. D-U-B-U-Q-U-E. Go find that guy. He's fun to watch. He's a lot of fun to watch. I have fun watching. So, adding Isaiah Wynn to the already stacked offensive have an official left guard starter that can take care of himself in between. Well-paid left tackle, true veteran center. The rest of the line can take care of itself. You, Raider, Matt Ryan will not get sacked. The rest of the guys all work themselves out as things go. Got a tight end, Alex Gray, Eric Saubert, Austin Safarian Jenkins, and Austin Hooper. That can produce. Know that. Got a wide receiving core. From top to bottom has speed guys and playmakers. Julio, Sammy, Sanu, Hardy, Devin Fuller, possibly. Marvin Hall, Reggie Davis, Dante Burton. Go out there and they'll work hard. Know that last 4 guys that I just said, Fuller, Hall, Davis, Burton, will push a guy like Hardy. I mean, heck, Marvin Hall was out there catching balls before they put Hardy out in a playoff game. That's awful. That shows that this team on the wide receiving core pushing itself. Freeman, Coleman, McGee, and Ryan Nall are your running backs / fullbacks, and I like that group. That's a tough group. QBs, Ryan Fitzpatrick will be your number 2. Matt Ryan will be your number 1. Garrett Grayson will get another year to mature. Hopefully, find somebody to eventually put behind Ryan. I have Ryan on a 5-year deal. $103. Defensive tackles. Whether it be Vita Vea, Taven Bryan, Harrison Phillips, have Connie, Joey, Ruben, Upshaw, Jarrett, and Crawford. That's a list of guys that are all guys that are going to work. Also, put in there that Bennett can be a guy that can kick inside sometimes. Saw it this year in the Super Bowl when a defensive end kicked inside as a defensive tackle that had prowess at rushing the passer, sacked Tom Brady and strip sacked him. Need a guy like that. Defensive ends, like I said, Bennett, Beasley, Takk, Edie, Shelby, Jones, and a new defensive end, Sweat, however you say it. Gosh. Florida State. Then your linebackers. I think that defensive end group right there shows definitely enough pass rush to be able to get the people. Linebackers, Stanford, Reynolds, Campbell, Riley, Jones, Ishmael. You know what you're getting in these guys. Good performers. Good special teamers. And Duke Riley in his second year that can come in and really get to work. Got injured. There's nothing we can do about it. He was not developed enough coming out of LSU. Send him to the pit of misery. Get out of here, Voch. Corners, Trufant, Alfred Poole, Amron Kelly, and Michael Joseph. Can't ask for anything more other than, like, what are you adding? Most of the Cowboys, corners, and Sherman in Seattle, Talib. It'd cost you too much money. Keep everything in-house. And then your safeties. Keeping everything the same. Allen, Neal, Staples to the AZ, Munger, Branch. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with these guys. All you did, just cap, keep the guys that are most important to the team, and add on top of what you already have, which is a solid foundation. Not a single thing wrong with what I've just done. Now, some people will say that this is unrealistic. I don't think so. Cap numbers will move this year. Have close to $12 million in cap, and I was able to free up to $34 million in cap by having Matt Ryan on a backloaded contract. I think a fair deal with Jake Matthews. Brady Jarrett getting a brand new contract. Tevin Coleman getting a new contract. And freeing up some more money with Vic Beasley. And a lot of guys that didn't perform to their contract, like Brooks Reed, Matt Schaub, Poe, Claiborne. Get those guys out and pay guys that are actually going to work. Not saying any single person in this offseason has not worked hard. Not saying the people that are, these are real people. These are real life people, just like you and I. I'm not saying that any of these people don't deserve contract. Bullish Demon in here saying it's good to talk draft again. Was too busy watching my team. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. You beat the Pats, man. You beat the Pats. Look, that's what's up. Win a championship. Bring it home. So there is the Atlanta Falcons 2018 free agency and draft. Number 1. That's right, number 1. 1 out of however many we're going to do until we figure out who we've been looking at, who we're going to take, however long this is trying to drown us in draft season. Prepare for Taven Bryant video. Prepare for Harrison Phillips video. Josh Lombardi, don't do those videos. Get the heck out. Unless you want to join me for a collab, obviously. Don't do those videos. You can come collab with me, or I can do these videos on my lonesome. So that's where I'm drawing the line in the sand right there. I'm doing Harrison Phillips. I'm doing Taven Bryan because the Falcons are interested. Those are the guys I'm going to cover. I'm going to continue every year to cover the guys that the Falcons are talking about, invite to their private sessions, go out and talk to them. He goes, I'm doing all of them. Come collab with me and do these 2 videos. Last time we collabed, we did the video. I thought that was baller. I thought that was great. I thought that was a good video. So, to all the peeps in the chat, thank you for supporting me on Patreon. Hey, man, go throw $1 in there, man. Go throw $1 in the Patreon. You won't miss it. I guarantee you won't miss that $1, and you'll see the production quality of these videos go sky high. Go support me on Patreon. Links in the description. Go hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. I post on there all the time. UNGR_show. And if you're feeling kind of generous, please sub to the channel. Hit a like. Subscribe. Comment in the comment section. Typey. If you didn't like the video, hit the thumbs down, man. That's cool. I get it. I get it. Jarvis Williams with a $2 donation. Jarvis goes, boop. What do you think we should do with Foles? That's a great question. I was just talking to my wife about that. Pats fan. Said you guys worked hard. Get your Super Bowl. But here's what I think you should do. I talked to my wife about it. Got yourself Carson Wentz. He was going to be league MVP. He was going to be league MVP. He was. He was until he got hurt. Foles comes in. He had a rough week or 2. Then he comes into the preseason or the postseason. Starts lighting him up. Boom, 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 boom. Put him down. Struggled with the Falcons a little bit. Then started doing his thing. Destroyed the Vikings. Went into the Super Bowl. Dropped almost 50 on them. Dropped almost 50 on them. If I were the Eagles, and I was talking to Miss Lieutenant Dan about what was going on, if I were the Eagles, I'd go talk to Nick Foles and I'd be like, "Would you like to get out of Philly? Would you like to get out of Philly? Because we can send you somewhere now. Or would you like to stay here and back up Wentz?" That's a dream scenario for the Eagles. They can offload Foles for picks, for players, or if Foles likes it where he is and he likes backing up Wentz ain't no slouch. So you have the ultimate scenario every team is looking for. 2 great quarterbacks on one team. A quarterback that can get hot at any moment, and a guy that was going to be league MVP. And he was lighting up the entire NFL. So what I would do is just genuinely go up to Nick Foles, ask him, you want to be still in Philly, or you want to go somewhere else? That's not backhanded or evil or conniving or looking at some weird stuff in your pocket. That's just saying, hey, straight up, here's face value. What do you want to do, man? What do you want to do? Do you want to go out somewhere and go be a starter somewhere? Or would you like to stay here and we could win another Super Bowl? Maybe you won't be under the helm, but maybe Wentz is out there and he wins one. I mean, he got us to the promised land and you just finished up. I mean, Carson Wentz went out there and got the car all the way where it needed to be to gas up again. and Foles drove it the rest of the way. That's like having two good buddies in a car, and you're on a long road trip. One buddy drives you as far as he possibly can. Much gas in that car as he possibly can. And I can't go any farther, and the car's about to explode. The other guy goes, I got it. I'm a mechanic. Glug, 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 glug. Put gas in there. Jumps into the driver's seat. Turns on the tunes. Puts the shades down as the sun is starting to rise up. That's not a pun, by the way. Didn't mean to do that. Sun's starting to come up. Boom. Takes off in that car. Drives you the rest of the way. Ain't not a single problem. Not a single problem with the Foles Wentz situation. It's not even a situation. That right there is two bros, man. I don't know if they actually like each other or not, but that's two bros right there. You got two great quarterbacks, great situation. Unlike in Minnesota, everybody's leaving, and everybody was just okay. Everybody was just okay to be able to get you over. But that's just... And that, you get long discussions like that when you throw $2 in. Or you hit me up on Patreon. So hit me up on Twitter and on Instagram. You see it on the screen right there. UNGR_. And the Facebook is going to be non-existent. I'm not doing the Facebook anymore. So tired of that nonsense. Might be in and out of some groups here or there. I heard somebody say something about, have you talked to the alcoholic? Jarvis Williams goes, hey, Lieutenant Dan, has Falcoholic or Rise Up Nation reached out to you for collaborations? I actually reached out to them first, and Falcoholic said something about a possibility of me doing some content with them, kind of being like a third-party guy, but being a kid with Falcoholic, and I was all up for that, and then crickets. So I'm just going to do my thing, man. I'm just going to do my thing. So Vach just threw down that Taven tape. That's called out of spite, people. Nah, man, go support Vach Lombardi. Go hit him up with a like on his channel. Go comment on his Taven tape. Go sub to his channel. I know half of you are probably already subbed to his channel, but go sub to his channel, man. He's a good man. He's a cool guy. Taught me a lot. Good friends. Both YouTube collaborators. We work with each other. We talk a lot about football. My name's Lieutenant Dan. You are listening to Nothing But the Truth. So help me. And I will talk to you guys later on another episode of Live. Got a new look coming. We're going to be at the Combine. We're going to be at the draft. We're going to be at Falcons camp. We're going to be putting out more videos. Stay tuned. Stay woke. Be the media. Rise up, y'all. It's out.